and welcome to episode 82 of the Average Marks Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on social media at the Average Marks, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube. I got those powerful P's right there, Patrick.
I know. Well, that's a different mic than we're used to using. So I have to, still
we don't have
not
a
used to it. I
windscreen.
got to adjust it a little bit. It's all good. I think we're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, find us on social media. If you like our content and you want to help us out, $1 a month will go a long way. You can start there on our Patreon page, patreon.com/theaveragemarks. If you have more and you would like to give more because our content is worth that to you, you can go all the way up to Great Muda status at $50. So $1, $3, $5, $10, $25, and then $50. So patreon.com/theaveragemarks.
All right. This is Average Marks, episode number 82, and we are previewing AEW Fight for the Fallen, which will be happening Saturday night, and then we're also previewing WWE Extreme Rules happening on Sunday night. Action-packed weekend full of wrestling. Also nights 2 and 3, I believe, of the G1 Climax. Night number 2, Saturday morning, and our time. And then, of course, night 3 is Sunday morning, our time, real early before probably any of us will be up in the morning. So an action-packed weekend full of wrestling. We're not going to preview the G1 because obviously we already have our G1 preview special. So if you haven't listened to that yet, Brink and myself, we give all of our picks for every single night. We've had one night of action thus far, but there's still a long way to go in the G1 Climax. So for all the details and our predictions, preview, whatnot, all you need to know about the G1 Climax, be sure to go and listen to our G1 Climax preview, which is available pretty much on all of our platforms.
Yeah, whatever podcast platform you prefer, to search the Average Marks.
But today we are doing Fight for the Fallen and Extreme Rules on the line. We also have Eli here, who is the current scorecard champion as well.
What's up?
Eli, the current scorecard champion in the house, and then on the phone via satellite, I guess you can say, all the way from Los Meg, Louisiana, we got Mr. Jonathan Brinkman. What's up, Brink?
What's up, man? I was trying to think of something clever to say, like the king or something with alliteration for Los Meg, but I can't think of it.
Well, I tell you what, you work on that for the next episode, and boy, if you find something good, we're gonna roll with it. The king of Los Meg for the time being.
Is that the name of the town, or is that just something you made up?
It's just it's like out in the country in a sense.
Yeah.
And like just the area is known as Los Meg. Doesn't like that main drag that goes near his house is called the Los Meg Highway, right? Or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a like he lives on one road, and that road connects to the Los Meg Highway. So it's not an official town or anything. It's just an area, sort of like, I'm trying to think like what's an area around here that's not an official town, but we give it a name, like kind of like
Bluff?
No, Moss Bluff's like, well, I guess in a sense, well, I don't know how it is with Moss Bluff, but like Preon, like they say one area of Lake Charles is called something like that, yeah. So
it's the best way I can explain it. It's a collection of people that decided to live away from other people because they hate people.
Like Poche Town in Sulphur.
I think that's what it translates to from French, Los Meg, to people that live away from other people because they hate people or something like that.
Brink, with all this,
it gets lost in translation, but
yeah.
Hey, Brink, with all this rain coming from Tropical Storm Barry, did you buy you a Piro?
I have a Piro. It's still packed up in the closet somewhere. We're gonna have to unpack it.
At least you have it.
Prepare. Yeah.
The It's Real Wrestling podcast says, "What's good, fellas?" So the It's Real Wrestling podcast in the chat. Thanks for hanging out.
What's up, man?
Yeah, we're previewing Fight for the Fallen and then Extreme Rules. So let's go ahead and we're gonna dive into it because we got a lot to cover here in just only an hour. So let's start. We're gonna start with Fight for the Fallen. Myself, Brink, Cruz, and Mikey O have filled out Fight for the Fallen scorecards. Be sure to pause the podcast right now if you want to fill one out. Go to our Facebook page. We have the link to Pro Wrestling scorecards at both Fight for the Fallen and Extreme Rules. I don't know why I draw blanks when we're talking about Extreme Rules and Fight for the Fallen. PAT, figure it out. So we're going to start with Fight for the Fallen. Like I said, myself, Brink, Cruz, who could not join us here. I have a scorecard, though, so I'll rattle off his scores. Since I won the AEW scorecard last time, I get to choose the order. So the way I'm going to go is I'm actually going to go first.
Okay.
Then I'm
We're shaking it up
switch it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to be a follower. I want to be a leader.
Shake and bake, baby.
Do my own thing here. So I'm going to go first, and then I'll read Cruz's. We'll go to Mikey O, and then Brink, I will give you the honor of going last. for the fight. Now Eli's gonna get to choose the order for the Extreme Rules since he's the WWE scorecard champ. But for now, me, Cruz, Mikey O, and Brink. So I'll go ahead and we'll dive into it. First match on the scorecard is part of the buy-in. It's a 6-man tag, and I tell you what. First off, I'm still not understanding why they put MJF and Shawn Spears on a team, but I'm assuming we're gonna maybe have a reason why.
No, we talked about that last podcast. This makes perfect sense.
Please reiterate why it makes perfect sense.
Well, obviously, MJF was super heated after the chair shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have heat between each other during this match.
Yeah.
And they're going to be maybe jawing each other, pushing each other or something. MJF is going to cost the team the victory when he smacks Shawn Spears behind.
Yeah.
Somebody gets the roll up on Spears, and then you got a program between them both.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive into it now. Sammy Guevara, MJF, and Shawn Spears taking on Darby Allin, Jimmy Havoc, and Joey Janela. I basically am just going to do on the entire theory you just based on because
it makes too much sense.
Well, it does make sense. I'm not going to say it makes too much sense, but it makes sense.
Then why else would they have in the match? You said that yourself.
Well, I think I just picked Sammy, MJF, and Shawn Spears to win because I think they want to give Shawn Spears maybe a little victory here. Of course, MJF still hasn't technically gotten a victory yet in AEW as well, so I think they want to give maybe MJF a little win here, make him look a little bit stronger because I think obviously MJF and Shawn Spears are probably going to end up fighting each other, if not at All Out, somewhere down the line because, I don't know, maybe Shawn Spears will fight Cody at All In. We don't know. All Out. I don't know yet. So, but I got Sammy, MJF, and Shawn Spears winning via pinfall. I think Shawn Spears will pin Joey Janela. MJF entrance promo. Oh, my God. Absolutely, yes. They would be making a mistake if they didn't. MJF Spears fight at any time. Oh, excuse me. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Absolutely. MJF Spears fight anytime. Yeah, absolutely. And 8 aerial moves. Let's go to what Cruz has now. Cruz also has Spears, MJF, and Guevara winning via pinfall. He's got MJF pinning Jimmy Havoc. Yes on the entrance promo from MJF. Yes on the MJF Spears fight anytime. And he has 6 aerial moves happening for that match. So let's go to Mikey O. Mikey O, what you have for the 6-man tag match?
Now, real quick, and I want to ask you and Brink this.
Mm-hmm.
Does Janela lose any street cred? Obviously, we know he's a tough dude because he's a deathmatch guy.
Yeah.
But does he lose some street cred saying on Twitter that, it was the worst fight ever between him and Enzo and that he can't fight? That he's not a Lennox Lewis, and the fact that Enzo said he ran like a little girl whenever he put up his dukes.
I mean, I don't really. I mean, the whole thing was pointless, I guess, unless for some reason they're working us
Again.
They might be if they're working us. It's, I guess, semi-smart, but they could have done a little more. If it's a shoot thing, then I really don't know what to think of it because nothing really happened, and they both, I mean, I think Enzo kind of comes out of it a little bit more looking stupid because he's making a bigger deal out of it, I think, than Joey Janela is. But, it's, whatever. I watched the video. There was nothing there, so I moved on. So,
yeah.
Brink, what are your thoughts on that? Did you even see the video, or?
Yeah, I saw the video. I think Joey Janela needs to be thankful Enzo's not in this match. I like Joey Janela, but I think Joey came off looking weaker than Enzo.
Ooh.
Because Enzo's personality, he's an ish talker. He's going to talk whether he did good or bad.
Yeah.
So the fact that after seeing the video, Enzo was not only the aggressor when it came to ish talking, he was also somewhat of the aggressor during, I don't even want to call it a fight. It wasn't a fight.
An altercation in a sense.
No, you know what?
It was
sorry.
It wasn't. I agree. They both looked weak on that, but Enzo came out looking a little stronger than Joey did.
Yeah, but
with his social game.
But also, in my opinion, anything Enzo does is stupid. So
I don't know when they broke into that ROH event, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, we still don't know if that was a shooter. Yeah. All right, Mikey, what you got for that 6-man tag match in the buy-in?
Man, you know what I got because I'm going with that angle. I think that would be straight money. But it would be weird because they're both heels, apparently. But MJF is a heel that you can love. So he's kind of a tweener almost. But I got Allin, Havoc, and Janela winning by pinfall. Janela rolls up Spears. Yes, there's an MJF entrance promo. Yes, Spears and MJF are going to fight in 6 aerial moves.
The It's Real Wrestling podcast says Bagel Boss would take both of those clowns on. Brink, did you see that video? That Bagel Boss, that short guy that got all mad because basically women said he was short and were I don't even know what you would call it. Like, it's not like sexism or racism.
Yeah.
It's like heightism or something like that.
I don't know.
I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it, dude.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but it's so ridiculous it's funny.
It looked like a teenager took him down, though.
A teenager probably twice his size because this dude was so short. But
Yeah.
so thanks for the input there, Real Wrestling Podcast. Let's go to Brink now.
He's compact.
Let's go to Brink. Brink, what you have for that 6-man tag match in the buy-in?
I want to go back to a point that you made earlier when you were making yours about MJF not having won a match yet. None of them have.
Yeah, you're right.
Sammy G lost to Kip Sabian. MJF didn't get pinned, but he didn't come out victorious in that 4-way.
I don't think any of these guys, none of these guys in this match at all have won any matches yet.
Saying. Spears hasn't wrestled, so he hasn't won. Allen went to a time limit draw. He didn't win. Havoc took the pin in the 4-way. Janela lost to Moxley.
Yep.
So none of them have a victory yet. And I also want to disagree with something Ryan said. MJF is not a tweener. He's not a heel that everybody loves, and he doesn't want to be. He is the definition of a true heel. If anybody would come out of the Spears MJF thing as a tweener / face, it'd be Sean Spears.
Yeah, but
nobody in their right mind will cheer for MJF.
I'll cheer for him.
Yeah, I think you will too, Brink.
I think, but people.
But we don't have right minds.
Like MJF has that.
Yeah, we are. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We are insane.
Yeah, and
absolutely. We're doing a wrestling podcast. We're mental.
And MJF, he's got legitimate heat, but he doesn't have that go away heat. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that go away heat, and then they have that just true heel heat. He has that true heel heat
that Baron Corbin
that
heat.
He has earned. In my, like, if you could ever earn heat, MJF has earned it. So
I'll finish that up by saying that MJF is money and a future world champ.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Saying all that, I have Darby Allin, Jimmy Havoc, and Joey Janela getting their first victories here in AEW. I say Joey Janela pins Sammy G. I do think MJF and Sean Spears are going to go at each other to the point maybe they start brawling to the back, leave Sammy G by himself, then it's 3v1. Yes, MJF is going to talk. It's going to be great. Yes, MJF and Spears will fight, and I'm going to say 6 aerial moves.
All righty. Let's go now to the other buy-in match. It's Sonny Kiss versus the Peter the Librarian Avalon, with, of course, Leva Bates at his side. I think Sonny Kiss is going to win this match via pinfall. The gestures, I say there's 3 of them. Bates interference, they're the heels. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say there's going to be some interference there. This is what Cruz said. Cruz said that Sonny Kiss will also be victorious via pinfall. He's got 8 basically shushes, and he does not think that Leva Bates will interfere in this match. Mikey O, what do you have for that match?
Yeah, I got Sonny Kiss as well. I think they're trying to push that angle, that gimmick too.
Yeah.
With a few of their wrestlers. Pinfall, 11 gestures.
Damn, I'm low on that one.
And yes, Leva Bates will interfere.
All right, Brink, what do you have for Sonny Kiss and Peter the Librarian Avalon?
I also have Sonny Kiss by pin. You thought you were low on the gestures? Because I'm hoping they just count not the promos, I'm hoping they count bell to bell.
Yeah, they just count. Yeah, this I think I'm of the belief this will be just counted bell to bell.
Okay, well I have 4. And yes, Blue Pants gets involved.
The Real Wrestling podcast hopes. They say they hope that Kiss wins and sets up a feud with Leva Bates. That'll be interesting. All right.
That would be interesting.
Now let's go now to the main card. It is the first match at the top here on the scorecard. Brandy Rhodes making her AEW in-ring debut, taking on another one. I like to say how you doing too is Allie, who made her debut at Fyter Fest with a victory over Leva Bates. With that being said, I think Allie's going to win this one. I thought, I was thinking about, maybe they give Brandy the win, but I think, I believe right now, in my opinion, the best, person you can have to be your AEW Women's Champion whenever they do implement that. I'd say it's Allie right now, based at least on her track record. She's probably got one of the better track records if not the best track record of any women on that roster. So I think they want to kind of build her up, get a nice win over Brandy. I got her via pin, 5 near falls, match over 10 minutes. You know what? There's not a lot of matches in this show, so I think some of these matches will go a little bit longer than you normally think they would. So I'm going to say, yes, this match will go maybe 12 minutes. Outside interference? No, I don't think there will be any outside interference, at least not during the match. I could see maybe somebody coming out and confronting Allie after the match or something like that. But during the match, I'll say no. So this is what Cruz says. He's got – who you think he's got winning?
Of course.
He's got Brandy winning the match via pinfall. 4 near falls, match over 10 minutes. He also says yes. Outside interference, he says no. So – Mikey, what you got for Allie versus Brandy?
I got the same thing. I got Rhodes, pin, 4, yes and no.
All right. Brink, what you got for Allie and Brandy?
Spoiler alert, I have 2 unscheduled make an appearance for this match.
Okay.
But we'll get to that later. I have Allie getting the W by pinfall. 4 near falls, the match over 10 minutes, no. Outside interference, no.
All righty, let's
Hey,
go.
Patrick,
What?
I just want to say this is a wrestling podcast, not a M-rated who's sexier.
Of course,
He's living the gimmick.
Who's
What you mean?
sexier dating now?
Well, first of all, when did I, I mean, of course I do it every time, but I don't think this is nothing unusual, Eli. Do you listen to the show? This is nothing
Follow the
unusual.
I'm here every week, man. Yes, I do.
You weren't here last week, I don't think. I don't remember you being here last week.
No, I was here last week.
Oh, you might have been. I don't remember. There's some weeks you're not here, Brock Lesnar. All right, let's go now to the next match. We'll do SCU versus the Lucha Bros. This will be a straight-up tag team match. I think Kazarian and Scorpio Sky will be the two tagging up against the Lucha Bros. That being said, I have the Lucha Bros winning this match via pinfall. I think Pentagon will pin Scorpio Sky, and I say there will be 7 aerial moves. Daniel's interference, I'm going to say no. I don't think he will interfere in the match. So let's go to what Cruz said. Cruz has the Lucha Bros winning this match. He's got via pinfall, he got Pentagon pinning Kazarian, and he's got 7 aerial moves. Daniel's interference, he also says no. So let's go to Mike Hill. Mike Hill, what you have for SCU versus the Lucha Brothers?
Yeah, I got Lucha Bros, pin. Penta is going to pin Scorpio Sky, 5 aerial moves, and yes, Daniel's interference.
All right, Brink, what you got for that tag team match?
I got Lucha Bros. They need a W. They don't have a W yet in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Lucha Bros winning by pin. I think Phoenix pins Kazarian. Also have 7 aerial moves, and CD will interfere.
All righty. Let's go now to Hangman Page versus Kip Sabian. I got Hangman Page winning. You know, he's going to be one of the contenders for the inaugural AEW World Championship match. So I think he's going to keep on winning. He got the big Fatal 4-Way victory at Fyter Fest. I think he will continue on over Kip Sabian via pinfall. I'll give it about a 15-minute match time. I say 7 aerial moves. Jericho attacks Page at any time. Abso-freaking-lutely, he will attack Hangman Page. I think so, at least. I'm not going to go ahead and tell you it's going to be guaranteed, but I'll tell you it's going to be guaranteed. So I think he's going to be there. We don't know what form or fashion he's going to be there, but I mean, what other form of fashion than attacking Hangman Page with a guy like Chris Jericho, the heel that he is?
Yeah.
Think about it. So that's what I got. I'm going to go to Cruz now. Cruz has Hangman Page winning via pinfall, 16-minute match time, so he's got to go on 1 more minute than I do. But he's got 4 less aerial moves at 3, and he also thinks Jericho will attack Page at any time. So that doesn't include the match. That counts any time. He says yes. So, Mikey, what you have for Hangman versus Sabian?
Yeah, I tell you what, ever since I saw Kip on that first match against Sammy G, I've been really high on this dude. He's really good.
Yeah.
And he ain't no homo. He's a good-looking dude, too.
Oh,
so whenever they come up with a cruiserweight belt, I can see it around this guy's waist.
Yeah.
And apparently the VPs love him, too, because they got him in a match with Hangman Page.
Yeah.
But saying that, I got Page, pin, 13-minute match time, 6 area moves, and yeah, Jericho's coming out.
All righty, let's go to Brink now. Brink, Hangman, and Kip, what you got?
I'm a little uncomfortable now because, I mean, this is no offense to Mike Yo. He never does great on these scorecards. And we have almost the same exact thing. Hangman by pin, 13-minute match time. I have 3 aerial moves, and of course Jericho attacks.
That's not true. Last time we did the WWE thing, he beat y'all all.
Oh, yeah?
He beat y'all.
He beat us or you beat us?
No, I was gone. He filled out the scorecard and won.
Oh, okay. So
he just gave me the
I
belt,
didn't say
and he filled it out.
I didn't say he
So
never
be quiet,
won. I'm
Brink.
just saying
No one asked you,
his
man.
Yeah, Brink.
I didn't say he
quiet.
never won. I'm just saying his track record ain't great. I mean, hell, the Saints lost for 55 years, but you know they do have 1 Super Bowl, so I mean,
God bless
it
him.
happens.
We're having another one this year.
Yeah.
That's right.
all right, let's go now to. So we got 2 more matches. Next one is the Young Bucks. It's a pair of brothers versus a pair of brothers. The Young Bucks versus Cody and Dustin Rhodes. This one was tough to pick for me. But I think the Bucks are gonna win.
What?
I think the Bucks are gonna win via pinfall. I think Matt will pin Dustin. There will be 8 super kicks. There will not be blood, however. I do not think there will be blood. And I need my brother said at any time. I don't think that'll be said either. So I'm going with that. Cruz has the Young Bucks also winning via pinfall. He's got Nick pinning Dustin. He's got 5 super kicks. He does not think there will be blood, but he thinks there will be, and I need my brother said at any time. So he said yes for that. Mikey, what you got for the Bucks versus Cody and Dustin Rhodes?
Boy, I saw this tag team coming a mile away, and I can't go against it. I love it. Cody, Dustin, taking the win. Pin. Cody wraps up Matt. 15 super kicks. I just cracked like a little schoolgirl right there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if Cody gets a victory here, Cody will still be technically undefeated in AEW.
Yeah.
He beat his brother Dustin. He went to a draw with Darby Allin. Now he'll get a victory over with the Bucks with his brother Dustin. So Cody will be off to a pretty hot start in AEW if he can get that victory over the Bucks.
That's because he owns it.
He doesn't own it. He's an executive VP.
Yeah,
Which is why I think the Bucks are going to continue to win because they're executive VPs too. Let's go to Brayton.
Wait, I got 2 more things.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Of course there's going to be blood because he's got a big old gash on the back of his head that's going to get opened up pretty easy.
Well, I think they've patched that up pretty well since then. I would think.
Yeah, it's only been a week, though.
Well, it would have been 2 weeks,
And then why not? Yeah, I need my brother. Let's go with it.
All right. Let's go to Brink now. Brink, what you have for the Bucks and Cody and Dustin?
I feel a little bit better because me and Mike got different answers.
Well, then don't, because I'm taking this one.
You know it.
If you follow BTE, which you should, I highly recommend it. Everybody who's anybody that's on that show will say their building of the Bucks is the best tag team in the world. It's a phrase that is repeated over and over and over again. They're not losing to a team that yes, they're brothers. They have not teamed a lot, not as much as the Bucks. Bucks win by pin. Matt, hey, y'all still there?
Yeah, we still here.
Okay, somebody was calling me. I had to ignore it real quick.
Okay.
Bucks win by pin. Matt pins Dustin. 11 super kicks. Yes, there will be blood. Yes, they will say, I need my brother. Also, if you follow BTE, you know that they've been doing skits on every episode since Double or Nothing, basically mocking that moment and that scene. So, of course, the very first thing they do after the bell rings is they're going to reenact their own version of that. So, of course, they're going to do it.
All righty, let's go now to I don't know if this will be the main event or not, but it could be.
Main event of the
It is Kenny Omega going 1-on-1 with Shima. So I'll go ahead. I got Kenny Omega winning this match. He suffered the loss to Jericho, and then he got back on track with the win with the Bucks. And now this will be his first singles match, his second singles match. But he'll get his first singles win as we look ahead to him versus Moxley. I got him winning by pinfall. Match over 20 minutes. thinking this is going to be the main event, I'm going to say yes. It'll barely go over 20 minutes. Near falls, I will say 7. Moxley attacks Omega at any time. I will say no. So let's go to what Cruz said. Cruz has Kenny Omega winning via pinfall. Match over 20 minutes. He says yes. He has 5 near falls. Moxley attacks Omega at any time. He says no. Let's go to Mikey O.
Well, I tell you what, watching Sema work with Daniels last event, this match is going to be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I'm
okay, because you just gave up. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was scratching my shoulder here,
Okay.
so I was like, I was just kind of, I didn't want to throw you off.
Yeah, but you did.
I know.
Okay, I got Kenny Omega pin. Yeah, it's going over 20 minutes. It's a Kenny Omega match. 7 near falls, and no, John Moxley will not attack.
All right, Brinkman, what you got for Omega versus Shima?
Do we all have 7 near falls?
No, Cruz had 5.
Oh, okay, because I also have 7 near falls. Omega wins by pin. I don't think this is the main event. They're not going over 20. 7 near falls. Moxley will not attack Omega because he's kind of occupied.
He's kind of occupied with that G1 right now. He'll be in Japan.
That's right.
Unless he takes a big old fat flight from Japan over to America and well, if you think about it, it could be done.
Take that red eye.
That's a 10-hour flight.
Yeah, but I don't know. I could
Minimum.
do that.
He could sleep.
I could do, but AEW's paying this boy a lot of money now.
That's a minimum 10-hour flight if there's no delays.
Boy, you're right about that. If I'm paying this dude all that money, I want him at my event.
Because now I don't know how long it's going to be between night 2 and 4, but Moxley would have some time to get back to Japan, I would think. But I still don't think he'll be there. I think he's going to hang out in Japan for a hot minute, at least until he'll do the G1. He'll come back for All Out.
Take in some karaoke.
All right, well, let's go now to the unscheduled appearances for Fight for the Fallen. When we get to Extreme Rules, we may have to speed it up a little bit. But unscheduled, I got Chris Jericho. I got the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy as my unscheduleds. Cruz, his unscheduleds, Nyla Rose, Stu Grayson, Trent with a question mark, Evil Uno, and Chucky T. And I don't know. I guess he didn't put his gimmick pick on there. So, all right. What you got, Mikey O, for your unscheduleds?
I got Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose, Laredo Kid, Jericho, and Neville.
Oh, Neville. I'd be very interested in that. Because remember, Neville and Hangman were supposed to... What if he comes out and, confronts Hangman after that? Would be awesome.
Or saves Hangman from Jericho.
That would also be another interesting little twist. Yeah. So I like that. You got me a little more excited for the pay-per-view now, maybe, possibly.
That would be cool, but it'd make no sense.
It made no sense it would make no sense if he saved him from Jericho, but it would make sense if Hangman wins if Pac, you say Neville, he's Pac now.
No, not at Fight for the Fallen. It would make more sense at All Out after Hangman beats Jericho, then Pac come and attack him. Then you got Pac versus Hangman for the title.
Yeah,
Hangman beats Jericho.
Yeah, of course he does.
What you smoking?
I'm still trying to figure that one out. But all right, so you gave your 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Brink, what you got for your 5 unscheduled?
I also have Chris Jericho. I also have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I also have Kylie Ray. And my 5th one, I think, will be doing commentary during the Brandy Rhodes and Alley match. And that is Dr. Britt Baker, DDS, BMD, Baby.
Baby. I was about to say, don't forget that baby.
That was a good one.
Mrs. Adam Cole, baby, Britt Baker, DDS.
I didn't even think about her. That was a good one.
All right, so that is your Fight for the Fallen scorecards. Let's go ahead now, and we're going to dive into Extreme Rules. This time it'll be Elijah. So Elijah, you are the champion. I got Cruz's scorecard too, so it'll be me, you, Brink, and Cruz. Choose the order you want us to go.
Okay. Patrick, Cruz, Brink, me. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't want to go last. I'll go second to last. Brink goes last.
Okay, so it'd be me, Cruz, you, and then Brink. Okay, got it. So it's basically the exact same thing we just did, except Mikey O and you were switching. All right, cool. It's cool. I can remember that easily. All right. If you haven't done so yet, pause the podcast and go download that scorecard link at our Facebook page. A lot of matches for Extreme Rules, I'll tell you what. So we're going to go ahead and dive on into it. First match on the Extreme Rules scorecard is Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Cesaro was the one that knocked on Aleister Black's door. So let me pull up Cruz's scorecard here really quick because I accidentally X'd out of it. I'll go first, though. I think Aleister Black's going to win this one, obviously, because they've been hyping up who's knocking at Aleister's door. So I think they're going to have Aleister Black win this match via pinfall. 6 near falls. Cesaro swing rotations. Aleister's not a very big dude, so I think Cesaro can swing him around a pretty good number of times. I'm going to go with 9. I'll say 9 spins around for Cesaro and Aleister Black. Cruz has Aleister Black also winning this match via pinfall. He's got 3 near falls, and he has 0 swing rotations from Cesaro. So let's go to Elijah now. Elijah, what do you have for that match?
I got Aleister winning 1 pin. Well, of course, it's going to be pin, 3 near falls, and 2 Cesaro swing rotations. I'm sorry, Cesaro, if I butchered that.
Alrighty. Let's go to Brink now. Brink, what you have for Aleister Black versus Cesaro?
Obviously, this has to be Black's victory here. Aleister Black by pin, 5 near falls, and I got 6 swing rotations.
Alrighty. Let's go now to the next match. It'll be Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley in a last man standing match. Of course, Strowman speared Lashley through the LED board. And, the rumor is that they now want to make Braun Strowman as, unbeatable as possible. So I think Strowman's going to get this victory over Bobby Lashley. First person down for a 5 count. I'll say Strowman will be the first one down for a 5 count. Number of 9 counts, I'm going to say 2. I think there will be 2 9 counts, which I think that's kind of low, but I'll stick with it. 13-minute match time. Will there be blood? I'm going to say no. I don't think there will be blood in this one. Cruz has Strowman winning this match. He also has Strowman down for the first 5 count. And the number of 9 counts, he also has 2 match time. He has 16 minutes. So that's where that's the only difference me and Cruz have on that one on the scorecard. But no, there will not be blood, he says. So, all right, Elijah, what you have for Strowman versus Lashley?
I got Strowman winning, Lashley doing the 5 counts, 1 9 count, 20 minutes, and there will, by all means, be blood.
All righty.
If you're right, like you were saying last podcast, if you're right, since they're going away with them going like less kid-friendlier, I think they're going to do blood.
Well, it's funny you say that, but apparently I've been reading rumors that Heyman and Bischoff will officially take over Raw and SmackDown after this Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and apparently all the plans they had for SummerSlam are going to be swapped up based on whatever Heyman and Bischoff want to do, apparently. So that's what I've been hearing, but we'll find that out later on. Let's go to Brink now. Brinkman, Strowman versus Lashley, last man standing. What do you have?
I'm with y'all. Strowman wins. I got Lashley down for the 5 count first. I'll say there's going to be 4 9 counts.
Mm-hmm.
I got the match going 17 minutes, and I do not think there will be blood.
Alrighty. It's Real Wrestling Podcast says, great picks for AEW, fellas. We appreciate the love there. It's Real Wrestling Podcast. Hopefully you think our Extreme Rules picks are even better, maybe, possibly.
That's because I'm doing it.
Well, hopefully they're better. Hopefully you think mine are better so I can, get my belt back over there. But so anyway, let's go now to the next match, a tag team match for the first time ever. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up to take on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go first. Hopefully this is the end of the whole Reigns, Shane, Drew McIntyre feud because I got Taker and Reigns winning this match. I think Roman will pin Shane and finally, hopefully, put him away for good. I got combined entrance time. I thought this one was kind of funny. I'm going to go 6 minutes. I'm assuming this is combined all 4 guys. More than likely, Shane will come out and then have Drew come out right after, and then Roman and Undertaker will have their own, separate entrances. Like Roman will get down to the ring, then Taker will get down to the ring. We all know Taker's going to take up, a lot of time just himself. So I got 6 minutes there. Weapon types used. I will say 3 different weapon types will be used. Cruz has Taker Reigns winning this match. He has Reigns pinning McIntyre. Combined entrance time, he also has 6 minutes, and 3 weapon types used as well. So me and him have the same entrance time and weapon types used. Elijah, what do you have for Taker and Reigns and McMahon and McIntyre?
That was a mouthful. I have Reigns winning. A Reigns pinning Shane. 0 minutes of them coming together of Shane, of everybody. I don't think they're gonna have like Shane and McIntyre, him like stand on the main.
But what you're saying is basically by saying, I'm trying to help you out here, surprisingly, by saying 0 minutes, you're saying that there's not going to be any entrances unless they all just sprint out to the ring in 10 seconds. I mean,
Oh wait, no.
I would be okay with that. I would laugh my butt off at that. Can you imagine? Like when Taker's jacket caught on fire years ago and he kind of ran down to the ring. That would be, I'd be awesome.
No, I meant like they would all go down separate.
Well, yeah, they're all going to go down separately, but they're asking you for the combined, like, yeah, you got to do a little math there, dude.
I'll do 12 minutes.
12 minutes, all right.
Minutes.
Okay, all right, 12 minutes. We'll go with 12 minutes. Okay. All right, and then...
Oh, wait, I didn't finish.
Yeah, go ahead, your last one.
And for the weapons types used, I put 2 chairs and kendo. I actually named them.
So 2 chairs. So that means you only think they're going to use chairs and kendo sticks, right?
Yes.
So then the answer would be 2, because what they're asking is how many different types of weapons will be used. So you got a chair and a kendo stick. That's 2 different types of weapons. So your answer would be 2.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure so there's no technicalities here. We want a fair game here.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go to Brink now. Brink, what do you have for Taker, Reigns, McMahon, and McIntyre?
I got the Roman Taker winning.
The Roman Taker, baby.
Roman Taker. I actually have Taker pinning Shane.
Okay.
How much entrance time you had, Pat?
6.
Okay, 6. That's gonna be Undertaker's entrance by himself. I got combined entrance time 9 minutes, and I have 6 weapon types.
Oh, okay. It's gonna get a little physical there. It is a no holds barred match, by the way, too. So, all right, let's go now to the United States Championship match. It's gonna be Ricochet versus AJ Styles with the club. We assume will be nearby, and I think AJ Styles is going to win this match. I think he'll take that belt off of Ricochet, and they will continue to feud down the line, which I am okay with. And I think he'll win by pinfall. I think he'll have 7 aerial moves, and I think the club will play a little bit of a role in AJ winning this match. And yes, outside interference, definitely. So Cruz has Ricochet winning this match via DQ, and aerial moves, he got 5. So that's a little bit of a difference there. So he's got Ricochet by DQ, but 5 aerial moves, and yes, outside interference. Elijah, what do you have for that match?
I have everything you have, Patrick, except for the aerial moves. I have 10.
Okay. Simple enough. Brink, what you have for, I like how you quick with it too. I like that. Brink, what you got for the United States title match?
Way to prolong it by telling me he did it quickly. I got Ricochet winning by pin, 9 aerial moves, 7 of them from Ricochet. And yeah, there'll be outside interference.
Alrighty, let's move on now to the next match. It's the Raw Tag Team Championships, the Revival versus the Usos. I'm going to say the Usos are going to win this match. The Revival are the champs right now, but I think the Usos are going to get it via pinfall. This one was just a toss-up. Who makes and takes the fall? Jimmy pins Dawson. That's what I got. Cruz has hashtag FTR winning, which is the Revival. He also got them pinning. He's got Dawson pinning Jimmy. So me and him have the exact opposites there. So let's go to Elijah now. Elijah, what do you have for the Raw Tag Team Championship?
I have Revival winning, pin, Wilder pins Jay.
Alrighty, and let's go to Brink now. Raw Tag Team titles. What you got?
I got the Usos by pin. I always get this wrong, and I can never remember which Uso is which, so I went with Jimmy pinning Dawson.
Alrighty, well, that's exactly what you. That's exactly my answer. So, All right, let's go now to the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It's a triple threat. Daniel Bryan and Rowan, the champions, defending against the New Day and Heavy Machinery. I have, and this was another tough one to pick. I would love to see Heavy Machinery win it because I love me some Heavy Machinery, but I could also see the New Day winning it as well. But I decided to go with Bryan and Rowan. This is probably my least confident pick out of the whole card, but I'm going to go with Bryan and Rowan. I think Bryan's going to submit probably Tucker. So I got Machinery. There's the team that takes the fall. Francesca sounds made. Keep in mind, this is during the match, bell to bell. I will say 0 because I got burned on this one last time. And I will say 8 minutes until the Caterpillar/Worm from Otis. Looking forward to that. Cruz has the New Day winning this match via pinfall. He thinks Heavy Machinery will be the team that takes the fall. 9 Francesca sounds made, and he has 4 minutes until the Caterpillar/Worm. Elijah, what do you have for the SmackDown Tag Team title match?
I have Daniel and Rowan winning pin. New Day takes the fall. 3 Francesca sounds made, and 15 minutes until Caterpillar, the Worm.
There you go. All right, let's move on now. Cruiserweight Championship match. This one. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. Go ahead, Brink.
Thank you.
I am losing my mind.
I'm losing mine too, so man.
I got Team Vegan winning by pinfall. I think Heavy Machinery does take the pin. Playing it safe on Francesca sounds, even if they don't make any sounds during the match, I'll still get points with my 1. And I'll say 4 minutes to the Caterpillar.
All righty, let's go now to the Cruiserweight Championship match. Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. I think Drew Gulak will retain here via pinfall, 8 aerial moves. Match time over 10 minutes. I'm going to say no. I think it'll just be under that. Let's go now to see what Cruz said. Cruz also has Gulak winning this match via pinfall, 4 aerial moves, and he also says no, the match will not go over 10 minutes. Elijah, what do you have for the Cruiserweight Championship match?
I have Nese pin, 4 aerial moves, and no. I think the match will go exactly 10 minutes.
All right, Brinkman, what you got for the Cruiserweight Championship match?
Drew Gulak by pin, 5 aerial moves, just under 10 minutes.
All right, the 2-on-1 handicap match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's a Bayley taking on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I got Bayley winning this match via pinfall. Who makes the fall? Obviously, it'll be Bayley. And Bliss and Cross attack each other at any time. I'm going to say yes because I think Bliss will turn on Nikki after losing this match. And that'll cause a feud between them two going somewhere. So I think Bliss will turn on Nikki Cross. Let's go to Cruz now. Cruz also has Bayley winning this match via pinfall. Got Bayley, of course, making the fall. Bliss and Cross attack each other at any time. He also says yes. Elijah, what do you have for this 2-on-1 handicap match for the SmackDown Women's title?
1 second.
Making some changes over there?
Yes, sir. I have Bayley winning pin, Bayley making fall, obviously, and I think yes, Bliss will attack Cross in the match.
All righty, let's go to Brink now. Brink, what you have for this match? 2-on-1 handicap.
Well, when it comes to scorecards, this match is basically pointless. Bayley by pin, Bayley makes the fall. Yes, they attack.
All right, WWE Championship match. It's Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. I think this is Samoa Joe's first WWE title shot ever. He's had a Universal title shot one time, but this is his first WWE Championship. I'm going to go with Kofi Kingston. I think he'll retain, but I tell you what, if in my opinion, there's a guy he should drop it to, it's this man right here, Samoa Joe. But I'm going to say Kofi Kingston will retain via pinfall. I'll say they'll have 4 near falls, 14-minute match time. Lesnar cash in for the WWE title anytime. I will say no. Cruz has... okay, well, this is what Cruz wrote for this match. He has Brock Lesnar winning this match via pinfall, 3 near falls, 17-minute match time, and if you haven't guessed it by now, Lesnar cash in for the WWE title anytime. He put yes. So yeah, he has Lesnar winning this match. Interesting pick there for for Cruz. Elijah, what do you have for this match?
I have Kingston winning, pin, 6 near falls, 20-minute match, and yes, Lesnar will cash in.
All righty, so let's go now to Brinkman. Brinkman, what you have for the WWE Championship?
I have a title change. Samoa Joe.
Okay, here we go.
He
Now
doesn't-
it's interesting, boys.
He doesn't make Kofi tap, but Kofi will pass out, so it'll be a submission victory.
Uh-huh.
I have 7 near falls. I think they go 18 minutes, and Bork Laser will be nowhere to be seen.
Okay, good old Bork Laser. All right.
Well, I like that thing from Cruz real quick, though. You remember how one time Brock came out and he said, look, I'm not going to be a punk like everybody else and come out at the last second. I'm challenging tonight whoever wins. And he just stayed there.
No, it was Braun did that.
Oh, that was Braun?
Yeah,
Okay.
Braun did that at SummerSlam last year.
That would be cool if Brock came out and he was just like, look, it's a 3-way now. I'm going to wrestle for it.
Yeah, he's gonna do what he'll do like what Rollins did at WrestleMania 31. Come out, make it a triple threat match, and Lesnar could.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, Lesnar could easily. They'll beat the hell out of each other for a little while. Lesnar comes out when they're both kind of, out of it or whatever, and do it. So, all right, let's go now.
It would be cool. I don't think he should do that against Kofi and Joe. If he would want to cash in and make a match a triple threat, it'd make more sense for him to do it on the guy who cashed in and made it a triple threat on him in Rollins later in the night.
So it'll be a mixed tag team match, a triple threat mixed tag team match. Brock Lesnar and the return of Sable.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Hey, Sable was a former women's champion. Sable was a women's champion at one time, so she could do it again. All right, speaking of that match, that is the last match on the card here. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch taking on Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans in a winner-take-all match for the Universal and Raw Women's Championships. I got Rollins and Lynch winning this match via pinfall. Seth will pin Corbin. Intergender moves, excluding punches, kicks, and slaps. I will say yes. I think Becky will do some sort of move on Corbin. Lesnar cashing for the Universal title anytime? No. I got a no on that one. Let me see what Cruz says on this one. He also has Rollins and Lynch winning this match. Pinfall, Lynch will pin Lacey Evans. Intergender moves, he says yes. Lesnar cash in for the Universal title. Well, that's obviously going to be a no because Cruz already has Lesnar as the WWE champion. So that's that. Elijah, what do you have for this match?
I got Becky 1 belt, submission, Lynch, Lacey, yes, and no.
Okay. Brink, what you got for the mixed tag team match? This is an Extreme Rules match, by the way. So
I have the man and the man's man winning. I say it's by pin. I have Lynch pinning Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's kind of weird. Lynch has a submission finisher, but I'm still going pinfall. Intergender moves. I'm confused on that one because Lacey Evans' finisher is the woman's right, which is a punch.
Mm-hmm.
Is it considered a punch, or would that be considered a finisher, which is a finishing move?
It says excluding punch, so I would think that will not count. But I think Becky's going to put a move on Corbin. So,
well, you're wrong. Yes, intergender moves. I'll say there will be a move. Lesnar cash in, no.
All righty, let's go now. This is a new part of these scorecards, which Brink, I know you said you loved it. It's the 20.
I did say that I love it, and I have interesting thoughts later.
Okay. Well, that's why we're gonna hurry. We're gonna wrap this up, and then we'll get to your interesting thoughts when we have a little bit of time left. So we got about 10 minutes left. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I think Drake Maverick will still be the 24/7 champion by the end of the night, and I will. There'll be no title changes. I think he might show a thing or two. By the way, Drake Maverick's wife, holy moly. My goodness gracious. And she's a wrestler too. So yeah, she's not going anywhere. She's going to stick around, get a little paycheck with old Drakey Drake. There should be a bonus on here. Will Drake consummate his marriage on Sunday? I still don't think he will, but that would be funny. So I got Maverick still being the champion with no title changes throughout the night. Let's go to Cruz. Cruz says R-Truth will be the champion at the end of the night, and there will be 4 title changes for the 24/7 championship on Sunday night. Elijah, what do you have?
I have the exact same thing as Cruz.
So-
What scares me.
R-Truth and 4? Well, you're not going up against Cruz. You're going up against me. So.
I know, but it still scares me that I had the same.
All right, Brink, what do you have for the 24/7 championship?
I think Maverick keeps it at the end of the event, but I do have 2 title changes.
Okay. All right, let's go to everyone's favorite part now, and that is the unscheduled appearances. These are my unscheduleds. Bray Wyatt, Paul Heyman, Kevin Owens. And this one goes back to the 2-on-1 handicap match. The reason I think Bayley will win is that she will get some help from a long-lost friend named Sasha Banks. And I also got Rey Mysterio because I couldn't think of a fifth one, so I just threw Rey in there. Let's go now to Cruz's scorecard. He's got Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. I don't know why he has Baron Corbin as an unscheduled. Cruz, you're going to have to fix that. Charlotte Flair, and, of course, Cruz's gimmick pick. Number 28, the captain of the Philadelphia Flyers. Hope I say this right. Claude Giroux is what I'm going to say. Girous. Giroux is what I'm going to say.
Stick the Japanese names.
Or Gyro or something like that. I'm going to say Giroux.
Nobody else on this can say it, so we'll just go with you, Patrick.
All righty, sounds good. All right, let's go. So, Cruz, you need another unscheduled because Baron Corbin is obviously scheduled in the. What, Cruz? What were you doing when you filled this out? Like, literally, that's the last match on the card. Like, it should be fresh in your mind. Let's go to Elijah now. Elijah, what do you have for your unscheduled?
I got Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal, Drake Maverick.
Well, hold on though. Now,
Nope. He's not. His name's not on there. He's not. His name
okay,
is not
all
on
right,
the
yeah.
scoreboard.
So that count. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
No, go ahead. It'll count.
So I got
Now, whether or not PW scorecards will count it or not, that's up to them. But here, we'll go with it.
All right, so I got Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal, Drake Maverick, Sami Zayn, and Bray Wyatt.
All righty, Brink, what you have for your unscheduled?
Look, okay, going back to the conversation that we were about to have, the 24/7 championship is not scheduled to be defended.
That's true. Okay.
So anybody that shows up,
It's
for
all,
24/7
but it's always on the line.
It's always on the line, but it's never scheduled. And it's
Yeah.
not an official. You go to WWE's website, it's not going to be listed. Oh, a random-ish show from the 24/7 championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that being said, I told you I had some interesting things about my 24/7 thing here.
Yeah.
I based all 5 of my unscheduleds off the 24/7 championship.
Okay.
I didn't take the safe pick of Kevin Owens or Charlotte Flair or Sami Zayn. No. I'm taking a chance here to get back in title contention and hoping they do some crazy-ish with this 24/7 championship.
Uh-huh.
So, that being said, I have Drake Maverick. I have R-Truth. I have Carmella. I have No Way Jose and Bobby Roode.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
All trying to get that 24/7 championship.
Now, I'm not going up against you, so I could help you out here. I thought another one that was coming was Drake Maverick's wife. You would have put so because I believe she will definitely count. You know, she's been hanging around. So because if you see Drake Maverick, you're going to see his wife, no doubt. Because that's one of the best things that's one of the funniest things WWE's got going right now is Drake Maverick and his wife.
I agree, and I did say I wasn't playing it safe, so. Taking risks, bro.
And also, can I do an honorary unscheduled like Cruz does, except it won't count? Drake Maverick's wife's boobs. That's what. That is my gimmick pick right there.
I'll allow it.
That counts as 2.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that. Look, this is what It's Real Wrestling podcast just said. Drake's wife will take it from him eventually. Will be best heel turn ever. So
absolutely, I could not agree.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. So It's Real Wrestling podcast. I hope that happens. If not Sunday, very soon.
Also, when that happens, she's not allowed to have a name. She has to be referred to as Drake Maverick's wife.
Yes. Because honestly, I don't really know her real name, which is
because that would be like the perfect play off of Attitude Era. You never knew any of the Godfather's hoes names. You just knew them as Godfather's hoes.
You comparing Drake's wife to a hoe?
Gee.
I'm comparing eras, brother.
I got you. All right, now that's pretty much it. Bring you gave
the tables.
The tables. Oh, I forget about that. We should have done this last. The unscheduled, that is. All right, I got English being destroyed, Spanish and other good. Cruz has them all good. Elijah, what do you have?
I'm like Cruz, but scares me again.
Okay, you got them all good. Brink, what you got?
you have a no-holds-barred match between Undertaker, Reigns, Shane, and Drew McIntyre. You know Shane's going to jump off that top rope through a table.
I'm hoping it's the English.
You also have Strowman and Lashley in a last man standing. You know Braun's doing a running power slam through a table.
Yeah, at least one of these tables is getting broken.
Wait, I have changed my thing.
Okay. Oh, now you want to change it. All right. Go ahead. What you got?
I got English and Spanish destroyed. Others are fine because they're literally 20 feet up.
Wow. He talks so much mess about, I'm not good at these scorecards, and he tells me to shut my mouth, but he went and changed his announcement.
Yeah, you always on our butts about cheating and changing our. And look at you over there.
You've done it too, so be quiet.
Yeah, I've done it, but I don't. First of all, I don't. I do it before I make the pick, so that I'm not like, hey, I'm changing my pick.
The same exact thing that I had.
Yep.
English and Spanish destroyed. Other is good.
Okay. All righty. So, you're not going up against him, so you're going up against Cruz. So
it don't matter. It's the thought that counts.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, we got about 3 minutes left. So we'll go ahead and just, wrap it up so that we don't accidentally go over time. Was there something you wanted to talk about, or that's what you were talking about earlier? You said something about, you got something to, I guess, touch on, but I think that was about the 24/7 championship, huh?
That happens later tonight.
No.
Yeah.
AEW is going to be fantastic. Don't give up on it. Keep watching it.
Oh, yeah. It's already fantastic, I think.
Extreme Rules has the chance to be good, coming off of a solid stomping ground pay-per-view. And also, #watch New Japan.
Yep, there you go. G1. Yeah, G1 Climax, night 2 and 3, Saturday and Sunday mornings. Be an action-packed weekend of wrestling. So with old Barry making its way up our hip over here, I might just be hanging out all weekend. And I was supposed to officiate a wedding, and that got postponed. So
speaking of weather, it's about to start storming here, so I'm going to go back inside, and I'll see y'all boys later.
All right, Brink, sounds good, man. Thanks for joining us, brother.
See y'all. Good luck this weekend.
All righty.
Thank you.
All right, so Brink's out now. Elijah, any last thoughts there before you lose your belt?
I will crush you, and I will crush Brink. I'm good.
Well, you're only going up against me, so whether you crush Brink.
I will crush you.
All right, that sounds good. Mikey O, I got nothing else, Mikey O. We got a few minutes left, so go ahead and just take us home, man.
Thanks to everybody listening to us on KEZM 1310 AM here in Southwest Louisiana, KEZMonline.com worldwide. We appreciate you guys. Follow us on social media. We're everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, @TheAverageMarks. Patrick, you know what to do, player.
Outro.